everyone, and welcome to another edition of Issues by Elsie. On this platform, we talk about the issues that concern us, whether recently or what we experience in our lives. For those of you who are watching me for the very first time and haven't subscribed, please do subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you can get our videos once they are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by and thanks for your support. Today I want to talk about what is really trending with the visit of Harry and Meghan to Nigeria. For a long time, I've never wanted to put my voice or to add my voice to it, but I think it's time I give my honest opinion on that which has been going on, especially with their recent visit to Nigeria and the backlash and evil that we keep seeing from the UK, media and all that. And even some just persons too. Take a look and listen.
Nigeria is actually the 12th most dangerous country in the world, and the military base that Harry travelled to is somewhere that the Foreign Office is actually advising against visiting.
Anything could happen, but remembering as well that not just that, the security and everything that they're providing is being paid for, so that's another controversy because I think at least three quarters of the country are in poverty.
Well, this highlights the hypocrisy over their security fears here in Britain. Helena, one of the reasons they chose to go there as well was because, of course, Meghan's been looking into her heritage and she's discovered that she's 43% Nigerian, and she's described feeling like it's a homecoming, feeling very much at home in the West African country. And yet we're told, I read in the paper this morning that she actually came to the UK to pick Harry up en route there, but didn't step foot out of the Windsor suite at Heathrow Airport.
Absolutely.
So little is her affection, or small is her affection for us here in the UK, where she had a huge wedding, welcomed into the royal family, but feels more at home in a country she's never visited before.
This is a couple that recently went to Nigeria, and before they went to Nigeria, Harry was in Britain. The day he went for the Invictus game or ceremony, charity or whatever it was. The father, who is the king on the other hand, ordered that all working royals be in a community garden event. And then you could see them in the community garden event, all of them there, because of course they have to respect and obey the king. And then the only persons who showed up at the Invictus game, by what we were seeing, was Harry's uncle and aunt, who are late Princess Diana's brother and sister. And it is even said that Harry did not stay at the cottage or house offered by the father. If at all that is true, I don't know. He preferred to stay in the hotel. And we're even learning now that when the plane came to pick up Harry, his wife was in the plane and never stepped foot down, and simply yanked her husband, and they went to Nigeria. And in Nigeria, we have seen videos, they were welcomed, and they're happy. We even have a brother, Moses Bliss, who sang this very nice song for them. And now, as the news is going, you continue to have the British media just talk like you have seen this with the video I just showed. So for a long time I have followed, I have read, and I have analyzed. And what I'm going to be saying in this video, please do share it for others, because I will not only be talking about them, but I want to relate it to you and our daily lives, because what is happening to Harry and Meghan we think that it's only because they are in the public eye. No. I want us to shift. After you listen to me, you take off your eyes and look in your families. You will see that what is happening to the likes of Harry and Meghan is maybe happening to you or in your family. And I'm going to be pointing out some points here and now for the purpose of this video. Now let me begin. You see, in this life, you don't fight people who have a star that is shining. Now what do I mean by that? If you, I'm going to go a little bit spiritual too. You see, there are people, every human being has a star. There are some persons, their star doesn't shine. Their star is covered for whatever reason, but there are some that their star actually shines. And people whose star, that God created them, and their star is actually shining, you don't fight those kind of people. Because the more you fight them, the more the star shines. What you do is that you align with such people. Does it usually mean that the people whose stars are shining don't have fault? No. It is usually just a God-given unction that their star, their persons, when they enter anywhere, you gotta feel their presence. It doesn't matter, it's not about their beauty, it's not about their handsome, it's not about their money, it's not about their education, it's not about whether they can speak well. It is just that God created them. Because even if they enter and they say a word and sit at a corner, they will still be seen. There are people like that created by God whose stars are shining. And when you are a person or you find a person whose star is shining, you don't fight that person. You align with that person. Because when you align with that person, your own star too will be shining and you will be seen. It takes those with spiritual eyes to see that Harry is a person with a star. Meghan is a person with a star, and no matter how hard you try and fight them, you'll never quench in that star. The people of UK just haven't gotten, all these media people, they have, and all those that give them this backlash, y'all just have not grasped it. Even till tomorrow, if you put Harry and put the brother who is willing, I don't care. 99.9999, they'll be looking at Harry, and 0.1 they'll be looking at William. Even though he is the future king, he doesn't have the star that the brother has. When those two boys are placed, Harry's star is, you see it from afar, it's shining like this. You don't find people with such a star. The UK needed to understand that. The royal family needed to understand that and trade with caution when it comes to that boy or that man now. And the way God aligned it more was such that God picked up a lady from somewhere too with a star. It's not like she doesn't have fault, she has her fault. And brought her all the way to come and be a partner to him. And so it doesn't matter what you do, their star will continue to shine. They are seeing them. And no matter your hatred, it wouldn't stop. Everywhere they go, they will be seen. That is why when their names are mentioned, people are having gastritis, people are almost collapsing, people are talking like this and having this this hatred that you cannot understand that it is these two tiny bitty people that is simply because they have a star given to them by God that is shining, and no matter what you do, you're not going to quench it. Look into your families. You have people like that. It's not only Harry. You have friends that have stars that are shining, and rather than you align with them so that you can be seen or associate with them so that when they are blessed, you are blessed. No, you rather bring them down with the jealousy, the gossip, and everything. And when it's rather unfortunate that there are actually some families where they have destroyed people like that, right? And friends, some of you as friends have fought so hard and actually killed friends of yours who have stars like that, or pushed them aside, or alienated them to them, or done everything to suppress them. And even though you have suppressed them, or maybe actually deleted them and some are dead and gone, your lives have not changed, or your lives have turned for the worse. You know why? Because we are destined. The way God made is such that you can only be seen or shine when they are shining or they are around. The UK did not see that. They focused on other things, and because there is so much deep-rooted racism and hatred, they couldn't even see what God was doing for them. And that's why they chased that girl away, and she's gone, and they're still crying, cry, baby. What a shame. Secondly, and so I talked about you can't fight people whose stars are shining. Identify with them, don't fight them, because if God has put it there, forget. I'm telling you. Second thing, the second point is that in this life, the only person who goes, the Bible talks about the devil running to and fro. When the Bible is talking about the devil running to and fro, it means that the devil goes where he is not even invited nor wanted. Because only people who are not invited to a place go there, or who are not wanted go to where they are not needed, they are not wanted, they are not welcomed, they don't even want to be seen. People who go to where they are not needed, they are not wanted, they are not welcomed, they are not loved, have an agenda. And such an agenda is never a good agenda. People who go to where they are not needed or wanted are witches and work for the devil, or they are the devil themselves, because the Bible talks about the devil running back and forth. Yes, going to where it's not needed. Only people who are not needed go to where, or not wanted go to where they are not wanted. Meghan, the British system and everything about it showed this girl that she's not needed. Why should she go there? No, you tell me why. If you have been shown that you are not needed, forget all the talk, nonsense talk you guys talk about. Oh, a royal wedding, a whatever, is deeper than royal wedding. Yeah, there was wedding. What happened after the wedding? It's not only about wedding. What was supposed to happen after the wedding to make her stay? It didn't happen. Rather, she was treated as a dog. You brought out all the racism and tarnished or did everything. Is it like she doesn't have fault? No, she has fault. But you didn't give her a reason to stay in the UK. You never gave this girl the reason to stay in the UK. So why should she go to the UK? If she keeps coming to the UK or keep going, it means she has an agenda. It means she's a demon or a witch. So that is why she is staying away, because y'all showed that you don't want her, and so she has respected it. She has gone. Why the cry, baby again? And you expected her to leave without her husband? She left everything and came because of the man. It has not worked. You said you are. So the man was like, okay, let us go. Yes, the man is coming because he's a son of the sun. Y'all continue to deal with him. But leave the girl alone. Because, let me tell you people something, you don't know. Americans don't travel. Americans don't really leave their country. Because the way their country is structured, first of all, it's large. To travel from one part of the United States, it's like you're traveling to the Europe. And then the way their country is structured, if you were born here, you have everything here. You don't need to travel to the next state, neighboring state for nothing. Your city has kindergarten, elementary, middle school, high school, community college, university. There is always everything around. You don't need to go, and it has all shops, malls. Now, Americans don't need to go nowhere. Their country is most often structured, unless you really come from the really poor. Their country is structured for them to live and never even know what is happening in the next city, if they don't want to. So if an American leaves their abode, which is the American nation, and goes anywhere, whether it's Europe, Africa, you will have to give them a reason to stay. You will have to give an American a reason to really stay with you. Yes, and I can tell you right now, that reason will be love. You don't bore their life, you don't, because if they just asking, they run home. And their nation always shows to them that you are welcome home anytime. That's America for you. They don't need that. Many of them, you will see them here in Washington DC. They don't know where Virginia is because they don't need to. There's everything in Washington DC. There's everything in Maryland. Why you go to Virginia or West Virginia or what are you wasting your time going all over the place for? Everything you need, grow up, work. There's Walmart, there's McDonald's, there's Popeyes, they don't need to go anywhere. So when an American leaves their nation, America, and goes to Europe, you will have to give them the reason to stay there. The British people did not give Meghan a reason to stay. Y'all chased her out with your evil and hate and whatever, and guess what? She came back home. Her home, America, welcomes her. And now Africa is like, come to us. And y'all still have a problem. Y'all still have a problem with her going even to Africa. Yes, because you rather she just stay in one place. And the last time a royal family or what something went to Nigeria, the late queen visited, I think in the 1960s, right? The likes of the William and all, they have never visited. Maybe even if they gave them an invitation, they will not come. But today, Harry is there. I don't know how he got there, but he has been welcome. You see why I say some people have stars that you should not fight? Because from the last person who visited the royal family was the grandmother in the 60s. I don't know if they have ever visited again. And Harry is making history again from the royal family after how many years to visit. You can dispute my facts if you've seen any other person. That shows you it's not just about this. It shows that the boy has a star, that even the so-called brother of his who is a king, he don't have that star. Being king don't mean that you have the star to function as king. That's just what I'm saying. If he was wise, he'd keep the brother near him. Yeah, he keep the brother near him. The third thing I want us to understand is that when you hate somebody so much, like the UK media and its courts or whatever have shown about their hate and racism for this Meghan Markle, when you hate a human being that much for reasons best known to you, their God will protect them. Yes, the kind of hatred that the UK and people around have shown and continue to show for this girl Meghan Markle is enough for her creator, God, to come out and say, you know what, I'm done with you. I'm going to protect this girl. And that is why God is protecting her. And I believe God will continue to protect her, because you cannot hate a human being this much. You cannot hate a human being this much and leave. The hatred is too much. It's too much. You can't hate a human being this much and expect their God or creator not to step in and favor them and protect them. You may not like it, but that is what is happening. All this talk is just so that these two persons can separate, because we love misery. People love misery, so that we can keep carrying the bad news. If Harry leaves Meghan or Meghan leaves Harry, what do you gain? I mean, those of you who hate them so much in the UK, all this hatred. If they separate, what do you gain? No, you think you're gonna go marry? You cannot. Many of the UK is so damaging to them, so much so that they don't even see what it's doing to their mental health. They are not even considering the 2 children that this couple has. Already their life is surrounded by a lot of chaos and drama. At least let them be there and protect their 2 children and raise them. If you all are praying for Kate, who is said to be sick, to be around and raise her kids, why don't you think that Harry and Meghan too should be together and raise their kids? Why all this evil and everything being done to tear them apart so that their children suffer? What are you guys going to gain? If you could not stop them from coming together, please, I believe you're going to try harder in trying to separate them. Because many of you who are hating is because you don't have love. You've never seen anybody to love you. I mean that UK media. Some of you go home and sleep on empty beds and it is paining you. And instead of going to your creator and asking for love, you are busy wanting that 2 people who have come together from worlds apart and continents apart or whatever should separate. That's you take joy in that. But may God, it is my prayer that every day they will continuously renew vows for each other and get on their knees and pray that they will be together regardless of this hatred we see in the media and everything. I really pray for them. You can't hate human beings like this and leave. The hatred even will kill you. Just, the UK should leave these 2 people. Leave Harry, leave Meghan. And those of you who are hating, please, like I've said, you check on their stars. Their stars are created to shine and they are shining. You can't quench it. Go to your families. There are many people in your families with stars like that. There are many of you have friends whose stars are shining. Rather than struggling to quench, align. So that when their stars, as your friend's star is shining, or your brother's star is shining, or your sister's shining, you're standing at the corner, as the light is shining, they'll be seeing you too. But if you are trying to quench it, even if you quench it, nobody will still see you. Because you know why? God has created some people in this world for their stars to be shining. And no matter how hard you try, it will still shine. If you want your star to shine, you have a problem with it, go to your Creator and ask that He change your star or uncover your star for it to shine. And so, like I said, some of you, your star will only shine by aligning with others whose star is shining, not you quenching it down. William's star will shine if the brother is standing near him. I know you people don't want to hear it, but that's it. If he goes up and is king, he will forever struggle if that boy is not standing near him. I'm not lying. I'm not a prophet of doom. If he knows what is good for him, he should bring his brother close to him. Because all that media, UK media, or whatever media, you guys cannot love William like Harry. Hell no. You can never love William like Harry. You are lying. So if William knows what is good for him, he should bring his brother close to him. If and when he ever goes up to whatever throne, or he will forever struggle. I am not a prophet of doom, but it is what it is. That Harry guy has always shown that he loves the brother. In that, even when he was going to propose to his own wife, the brother took out a ring, his own ring from the mother's, and handed to the brother that go and engage your wife. He could have kept that ring for his own, to engage his own wife, but he pulled out that ring and gave the brother to go and engage his wife with it. Go and read it. None of us can love William like Harry. Every family has fight. Those of you or people who are close to Harry, William deceiving him, they are only deceiving him. He needs his brother near him. That's the only way his own star will continue to shine. Or he will forever struggle in that royal place wherever he is as king or whatever. He needs the space standing near him, because it is as the space light that is shining that his own is going to shine. You may not agree, it doesn't even matter. But please, they should leave Harry and Meghan alone. And thank you Nigeria for receiving them well. Yeah, Nigeria will always do it big for all of us. From Nigeria, let them go to the next country. They will always be received. Go to the Caribbean, go to whatever. In fact, they are the new royal family. You don't want it, that's your business. Those other ones, they will only stay in London, there maybe. The people who will be catching the cruise and going around is Harry and Meghan. Yeah. Stop fighting people with a star. That's just all I'm saying. And yeah, thanks to Nigeria for welcoming them. Stop fighting people whose stars are shining. Align with them. Look around you, in your family, in your job site, as friends. Just align, so that as their star is shining, yours is shining. Because if they go, nobody will see you. Harry is gone, they are still chasing. You see, they are still chasing Harry everywhere. Everywhere they are chasing. It's because his star cannot be quenched. It takes the spiritual eye to see it. Yeah? That's just all I said. They should leave the guy alone. The hand of God is upon that guy and the wife. Stop fighting them. Find a way to align with them. That's it. They say in pidgin that person pass you, carry it back. Yes. Carry it back. And when you see say person pass you, bend down, carry it back, be follow. Yeah, bend down, carry it back. That's it. There's nothing in that. Please post your comments and let me know what do you think about this continuous backlash about Harry and Meghan, even when they came visiting Africa. Is it like they don't want them to visit Africa, or they shouldn't go where they want to go? Why is there so much hatred? Please post your comments and let's keep the conversation going. And thanks for watching.
I invite you to keep regular dates with me on my new series of issues